somebody had the gall, the balls to talk about my boy, Shohei Ohtani. Have you heard of this?
He doesn't know.
Have you heard about this punk, Travis Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner?
James, I follow college football. I
Okay.
actually pay attention.
You're right. I apologize.
I'm pretty locked into
those-
college football. Penn State, we are. And so I know very much of Travis Hunter.
Okay, so for those of you,
when was the first time you really learned about Travis Hunter? Is this it?
A couple of weeks ago.
Seriously?
I mean, I had heard his name, but I knew nothing about his position. I just heard Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter.
Yes, and extremely controversial Heisman Trophy winner too. Like it wasn't within the college football world. A lot of people disagreed with this more than I've ever seen somebody disagree with Heisman Trophy before.
All I know is this guy plays wide receiver and defensive back, which is very admirable that he can both go both ways. That doesn't happen in football. There's very few guys can do that. But he had the balls to say that what he does is more difficult than Shohei Ohtani?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. The boy doesn't know. He doesn't realize what he's saying.
Well, let me ask you this. Where did he play football?
He played at Jackson State initially, and then when Mr. Sanders, Mr. Primetime, Coach Prime transferred to took the job at Colorado. He transferred and went to the University of Colorado. CU.
Okay, so his head football coach at Colorado played professional baseball, and he didn't go and say, Travis, you might want to shut up because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. All right, he's a great athlete, and being able to play both ways is fantastic. Right. But it's the same skill set. You run, you cut, you put your hands up, and either you catch the hitting 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and you're not throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastball. You run and you cut. That's all that you do. Sit there and badmouth my boy Shohei. Ridiculous.
Here's the thing: is so what he just doesn't know, and then that's a beautiful thing about like Travis is he doesn't understand what it takes to play Major League Baseball, and it's not even the hitting or the pitching. Like when I talk to guys that play both sports, when guys that play baseball and football, I with the Blue Jays, we had plenty of guys in the organization that did it, or in Major League Baseball, we had guys that played D1 football and did both. What I hear universally is the grind of baseball, the 162 games, the 182 days, what it was when I played, and I think it's 185 or something now. The constant everyday mental toughness, the physical toughness of every day, that grind, being on the field, practicing every single day, and then playing every single day is unlike anything else they've ever experienced in every sport. Like in basketball, basketball, hockey, football, what you do on that single day far outweighs what we do on a single day. Far outweighs it. Like there's no closeness. And that's the problem with the guys like this that don't do both. Travis Hunter doesn't realize, like, yes, what he does on a game, when he steps on the field for CU and plays DB and plays wide receiver and the level that he plays it at is incredible. But what he doesn't do is practice the next 6 days. In baseball, there's no forgiveness. Like any little bit that you're off that day, you're done. It's over. Like that's an offer. Like you're gone. Like you don't get offers in college football. Like when you're DB, like you miss 2 guys for a touchdown. Like your game's over. You get taken out. In in baseball, like your offers are just every day. Like go for it. You got to step right back out there. Your mental toughness is so much higher than any other sport. Your grind is so much higher. And that's what these guys don't understand is when they don't do this and they got to go out there and do that the next day and 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 the next day, taking offers. And that's what Prime talked about, is hitting and be like, dude, 3 for 10 is Hall of Famer. The mental toughness it takes to be able to do that every day. Put on those cleats, warm up, practice every day, play every day. You don't get days off like you do in football. You don't get days off like you do in basketball. You don't get to go take once every 3 days off. You don't. I'm sorry. You have to play, and that's the expectation of your position. So yes, the day in, day out grind of football, that game, it far outweighs baseball. Taking a hit, hitting somebody, far outweighs what you do in baseball. But dude, doing it every day, those guys, that's where those guys can't make it. And that's the cutoff point. And that's the thing about it. Like, every sport has their uniqueness and their difficulties. I can't play DB. I can't play wide receiver. I'm not bigger enough, fast enough, strong enough. I might have been strong enough, but I might not. I can't do those things that they do. Taking hits, I don't know. I've never hit somebody outside of freshman year of high school football. But dude, I do know what it's like to strap them on. And the one thing I do is I talk to guys, and they say, dude, there's nothing like baseball.
That is a beautiful argument, and I love listening it, and I agree with everything you said. But at the end of the day, he's still badmouth Shohei.
That's you're badmouthing literally the greatest player of all time. Yeah. Who's never done. There's a reason nobody's done it. There's a reason nobody's done what Ohtani is doing. Plenty of guys in college, and that's the thing. Travis Hunter, thinks he's a unicorn in college football. He is not. It's just in D1, we don't see a whole lot of it because there's guys good enough on both sides. To be honest, if he was on an SEC team, he wouldn't be playing both sides because they would have better players than him in both positions. He'd pick one and be really good at it. He wasn't that great at CU. I'm just going to straight up say this. He was the darling child of a team that wasn't good. They had 2 legit Heisman candidates, top 7, 10 or whatever Heisman candidates. And they were really not a good team. They weren't at all. Any team they played decent, they got their ass kicked. And whenever he played any good teams, he got his butt kicked. He wasn't the same player as when he played some below 500 teams, and they didn't put up those numbers. And so to me, it's like, dude, don't bring Ohtani into this. How about this? Have so much respect. Hey, what I do is unique. What he does is absolutely unique. Which one's tougher? I don't know. That's your answer. I don't know. What he does is incredible. What I do know is what it takes for me to do what I do every day. It takes a lot. And I don't know if he could do it. I don't know. But I imagine if anybody could, it would be Ohtani. You say some bullshit like that. Because, I'm sorry, Coach Prime, probably the first one saying, Travis, I love the media hype. I love what you're doing. But, brother.
You're stupid.
But your brother. Even when you talk to the best guys that ever did it, they're like, baseball, man. Baseball's different.
I'll tell you this. And the last thing I'm going to mention about Travis Hunter. If the Jets draft him, I'm officially done. You don't badmouth Ohtani and come to my team. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Done with the Jets.
I'm okay with that.